Stock market crashing, what not to do. Hey, this is Jeff at Below Average. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Interesting topic, one that is affecting all of us. And on this channel, if you've ever listened to before, we always try to find small savings throughout all your financial stuff so you can turn around and put that in for your retirement. And here we are. Feels like we're being assaulted on the retirement because the market has been crashing for quite a few days in a row. But I'm going to give you a little glimpse into what not to do. Now, at my age, I've already been through then when 9/11, after that happened, the stock market crashed. I was young, but had money in the market, crashed. So I've been through that one. The big 2008 debacle, that we got, the consumers got scammed on again. And here we are now and seeing another one. Now, I know there's a few in between those years, but those were the big ones. But this is what not to do. And this is based off of people I've worked with, I've seen, I've talked to, even somebody in the family. Do not go out and cash out your entire 401k or your IRA or wherever you had it at and just pull that money out thinking that because it's dropping and it has dropped fast, because it's dropping, I'm going to be down to zero. If your money goes to zero, the whole world is screwed. So don't worry about it going down to zero. It isn't going to do that as long as you have it diversified. If you have it in a 401k, those type of things, you won't have to earn IRA. You won't have to worry about it. Individual stocks, different story. That's not what we're talking about. But do not pull it on out. I've known of people who have done that, and they pulled it out obviously after most of the crash has happened. So they lost all their gains, and then they turn around and have to pay taxes on everything, which they don't seem to realize until the following year. And then all of a sudden they feel like they got just punched again, right in the face, got nailed again. So don't. Now, that's the crucial one. This is going to be a short video, but that was very crucial. Just don't panic and pull it out. You might be thinking, oh, who's stupid enough to do that? And it happens all the time. All the time. These are by people who are uninformed or listening to the wrong people. And they panic, and that's kind of what they do because they're afraid they're going to lose it all. Now, if you are already retired, you shouldn't be getting too anxious about this, because you should hardly have any money in the stock market. It should mostly be in everything that's safe, because you're in retirement and you have worked your entire life and you have put away money and everything is great, and you're just pulling the money out every month. However you're doing it, you should be fine. If you are somebody that is really close to retiring, a year or two, and you're like, I am going to be gone then, you probably shouldn't have all of it in the market anyways, because at any point you're just not sure what's going to happen. If you are definitely going to retire, I wouldn't in the last couple of years ever do that. If you're somebody that's 5 years or more out, which I obviously am, I feel like this is just part of the normal thing. I've seen it before. It's how it is. And if you can keep putting money into the market through your 401k or whatever, you go ahead and do it, because you're buying everything, as it's going down, you're buying it cheaper. And obviously when things swing back up, you're going to be looking a lot better. Just hope that this isn't one like the 2008 where it took like 7-8 years before anything happened, because it was because of how a lot of crazy stuff happened then, right? A lot of blame to go around. It's all government. Usually it's all government and greed. But let's hope it's not that time, because if you are 5, 6, 7 years out and you left it in and you take this hit, and you're not putting any more money in, that the recovery might not be the greatest if it takes that long, which I would assume, I'm hoping that's not the case. Most of the time it does not take 8, 9 years to come back and break even, like the 2008 scenario. So be calm, be careful. And if you are young, you're 20, 30 years out, don't even think about it. It's just how it is. Keep going along, putting your money in 401k. That's how most people's going to be doing it. And just figure you're going to buy everything cheaper now, and you'll see the upswing, in the future. But don't panic. That's the big thing. Don't panic. Now, if you happen to have you were retired and had the money all in there, then you need to be rethinking things, but still don't pull everything out. call whoever you have your stuff through, make the change if you want to. That's going to be the most comfortable thing to do, and then go from there. Now, if you definitely were somebody who had 40, 50, 60,000, 80,000, and that's all you had in there, and you were retired, you're not pulling much out anyways. Hopefully you could sit back, write it on out if you made that mistake, and just go from there. You know, not much else you can do at this point. That's the individual I knew already in retirement and never took their money and put it into stuff that was more safe. Left it right in the market. 9/11 happened. It started tanking the market. They got panicked, pulled their money out, and then without realizing it, you know, when the taxes came the following year, they got hit again. And when I was telling them, just leave it in there, it's going to come back. You're not living off of it anyways, or you can go a couple years and not pull hard because they weren't pulling much out. They didn't do it, and they went in and yanked it on out, and they took the big hit and never recovered because they never had nothing else in there. Then they were left with, they paid a bunch of bills off, but they were left with just Social Security because they were already in their 60s at this point. So don't do that. Don't be one of those individuals, right? So that's all you do. A simple video. Don't panic. This is probably not going to get a lot of clicks on, or not a lot of likes, because people want to see the people panicking about, you know, they're saying all kinds of things that, look at, it's been done, it's planned or whatever, and you're going to lose everything. Those are the clicks people got, and they got all the fancy video stuff that they show behind them and how the market's going down and you're losing your money and all this kind of stuff. You know, you can go watch those videos too or whatever like that, but some of those people that they make their money on just producing fear and panic in the market. And some of those people are the ones that are probably most fearful because they're the ones that got just hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, and they're a little bit nervous. But that's part of their video. That's not this. Remember, as we keep going through this, you keep finding small ways to save money. Don't go spend. Look at my video of nothing new in 2025. That is more true now, especially if you're on the chopping block, you know, for your job. Stay focused, small increments, keep putting money in there. You'll overcome this. A few years down the road, you'll be appreciative of not having to work any more or any harder, and just be smart about your money. Don't go out to all the little things. Don't go out to eat all the time. Don't buy crazy stuff. Don't buy any new vehicles. Work on all these different things that I've talked about in many of my videos. You go back and click on a ton of my different videos. You can hear and see all the stuff. Look at the comments. People are talking the same thing. A lot about food and how they stopped going out and saving money on food. All these things can come into play, but don't panic about the stock market, where it's at and what's happening. If you're safe, you're great. And if you're young, don't worry about it. It's all going to come back. Just keep putting money in. If you're close, like I said, if you're close, you might rethink or relook at it. Just see what happens. At this point, hey, this is just how it is. Keep putting money away and keep going. Hey, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.